of the Congress Party. They boycotted the Round Table Conference, and you went ahead and attended. And yet recently, you successfully defended the 47 Congress Satyagrahis involved in the Chirana firing case. Isn't that a contradiction?
Miss
Rosa Epstein.
Miss Epstein, there is no contradiction in my position. I took up this case only for the principles involved. I don't agree with the Congress, but I do believe that every citizen has a right to agitate.
I see.
The rights and the liberties of the people are far more important than the stability of the government.
Why should Gandhiji himself send for you?
Obviously, to lure our flock of sheep to his fold. Don't you fall under his spell. He's not a god. We should stick to our stand.
Yes. Namaste.
Namaskar.
Bapuji is on the terrace. Namaste.
And how is your progress with the charkha, Miraben?
I'm trying, Bapu.
Good. You are doing absolutely fine. Just concentrate. One day you will master it. Good. That's right.
Bapuji. Dr. Ambedkar has come.
Yes. Dr. Ambedkar. You wish to see me?
Gandhiji, you send me a note calling me here.
Oh yes. That is so. I believe you have some grievances against me and the Congress. Let me tell you, I have been troubled by the problem of the untouchables since my childhood. Before you were even born, Dr. Ambedkar. And because of my efforts, it has been made a plank on the Congress platform. And that is not all. We have spent not less than 20 lakhs on the upliftment of the untouchables. So it is really surprising that men like you should offer opposition to me and the Congress.
Frankly, Congress has given only formal recognition to the problem. Hypocritical. Empty words that have no meaning. You said Congress spent 20 lakhs. I say it was all a waste. If Congress was sincere, it would have made removal of untouchability a condition to becoming the member of the Congress, not to wear qadar. You say the British government does not show a change of heart. I say that the Hindus have not shown a change of heart either. As long as they all remain adamant, we will believe neither the Hindus nor the Congress nor any Mahatmas. History tells us that the Mahatmas are like fleeting phantoms. They raise dust, but raise no levels. Gandhiji, I have no homeland.
But this is your homeland, Dr. Ambedkar. And from the reports that have reached me of your work at the Round Table Conference, I know that you are a patriot of sterling worth.
How can we call this land our home when we are treated worse than cats and dogs? And the injustices inflicted upon us are so enormous that if we should ever be disloyal, the fault will lie with this land and not with us. The congressmen oppose our movement and dub me a traitor, and you call me a patriot. All I know is I have been trying to win elementary human rights for my people without meaning or doing any harm to this land. You can call me a traitor or a patriot. I don't care for either label.
So what would you like us to do, Doctor?
You have agreed to political safeguards for the Muslims and Sikhs, who are politically and economically much more advanced than the untouchables. The Round Table Conference has recommended similar political safeguards for the untouchables too. What's your opinion about that?
I'm against the political separation of the untouchables from the Hindus. That would be absolutely suicidal.
I thank you for your frank opinion. It is good to know where we stand as regards this vital problem. I take leave of you, Gandhiji.
What impatience. Mahadev bhai,
Yes, Bapu.
why do you think he said he has no homeland?
Perhaps being a Mahar, he feels
Dr. Ambedkar is a Mahar?
the whole world knows this, Bapu.
The whole world might know, but I didn't. Why didn't anybody tell me about it? I thought he was a progressive Brahmin from Pune.
Mr. Gandhi left for London today to attend the Round Table Conference. He expressed his views to the press that the delegates were not chosen by the nation, but were chosen ones of the British government.
Mr. Gandhi's participation does not substantially alter our position. Our first priority is to arm the repressed classes with political power. That is the only way.
But Dr. Ambedkar, don't you think that education will change the situation of the untouchables?
Have you been speaking to Mr. Gandhi? I am the most educated person amongst us. Still, I am treated as an untouchable in society.
What demands are you going to make?
We demand a complete partition between ourselves and Hindus.
And how do you propose to do that?
In the future constitution of India, the depressed classes should be given a fundamental right declaring untouchability to be illegal and punishable by law.
Mr. Gandhi said that the separate electorates will perpetuate the stigma and untouchable will remain untouchable.
Let him say that. You cannot untwist a 2,000-year-old twist of human mind and turn it in the opposite direction. Oppressors never become saviors, which is why I want political power. Not well-meaning words, not good intentions, and no charity.
What support do you have to get rid of it?
Mr. Chairman, I know what is on the minds of the delegates. The question of representation claimed by minority communities. We are reconciled to giving the Muslims and Sikhs special treatment. There are sound historical reasons for that. But as far as the untouchables are concerned, I and Congress strongly resist any special representation to be given to them. Untouchables are a part of Hindu religion and cannot be separated from it. Thank you.
Declaration of war against us.
Yes.
Then, what happened?
He has asked for an adjournment of the minority committee. I hear that he is planning to make a deal with the Muslims.
What sort of deal?
Congress will accept the Muslims' 14-point demand if the Muslims opposes.
I don't understand. But why would he go to such lengths? He's supposed to be a great saint. Surely he can see the justness of your cause.
Saint? He is a seasoned politician, my dear. When everything else fails, Gandhi will resort to intrigue.
Mr. Prime Minister and friends, I have to announce with deep regret that we have failed to secure an agreeable solution to the communal question through informal discussions. The failure was inherent in the composition of delegates who are nominees of the government and not representatives of the people. As for the Congress, it represents the entire nation, including the untouchables.
Mr. Chairman, sir, I have not the slightest doubt that I fully represent the claims of my community. The Mahatma claims the Congress represents the depressed classes more than I do. I can only say that it is one of the many false claims which irresponsible people keep making. Even these telegrams coming to me from various parts of India, sent by the depressed classes, express no confidence in the Congress movement. And they condemn the methods adopted by the Congress workers. Let me make another point very clear, Mr. Prime Minister. The depressed classes are not clamoring for a transfer of power in India. But if that does happen, it should not fall in the hands of a few, an oligarchy or a group of people. The power should be shared by all the communities in their respective proportions.
I strongly believe that untouchability is on its last leg, and separate electorates will only perpetuate that stigma. I will walk from one end of India to the other to tell the untouchables that this is not the way to remove untouchability. I would rather Hinduism died than untouchability lived. I have great regard for Dr. Ambedkar, but it seems that great wrong under which the learned doctor has labored, and perhaps the bitter experiences that he has undergone, have warped his decision. It is not a proper claim when Dr. Ambedkar seeks to speak for the whole of the untouchables. I can say with humility that I represent the vast masses of the untouchables. Those who speak of the political rights of the untouchables do not know their India. I would resist this kind of a political separation with my life. Thank you.
The government will not allow community differences to prevent it from producing a constitution. Therefore, do not allow community difference to be more important than it is. Will you, each of you, every member of this committee, sign a request to me to settle the community question and pledge yourselves to accept my decision? Thank you.
British Premier Mr. MacDonald announced the communal award granting separate seats to the depressed classes. It is feared in some quarters that this award might politically balkanize India.
So we felt it our duty to safeguard the rights of the depressed classes to a fair proportion of representation in the legislature. I am therefore afraid that my answer to you, Mr. Gandhi, must be that the government's decision stands. And ask yourself seriously the question whether it really justifies you in taking the action you contemplate. Yours very sincerely, Ramsay MacDonald.
But Gandhiji didn't count on MacDonald granting separate electorates.
Muslims and Sikhs and Christians too are given separate electorates. Why doesn't he object to those? Why does he have to take it out on us alone?
The Mahatma's ways are unfathomable to us mere mortals. But the Mahatma is not an immortal person, nor is the Congress.
Instead of fighting Mahatma, why don't you believe that he is sincere in his pledge to remove untouchability?
There have been many Mahatmas in India whose sole objective was to remove untouchability. Every one of them failed in his mission. Mahatmas have come and Mahatmas have gone, but the untouchables have remained untouchables.
Ambedkar! Ambedkar!
Why don't you leave me in peace? I have work to do.
Mahatma Ji is dying and this man wants to live in peace?
Why don't you go and meet the Mahatma in Pune?
What for? I've said what I wanted to. Now let me work. I have to appear before the court tomorrow for a case.
Is earning money more important to you than Gandhiji's life?
Madam Perrin and Mr. Thakur, you don't know what you're talking about. Your leaders don't have to worry about their daily bread. But if I don't work, I don't eat my family's stars. Please leave me alone.
Dr. Ambedkar, we are receiving cables from the whole world entreating us to save Gandhiji's life.
Gandhiji's life must be saved. But why do you corner us? Why put Gandhiji's life against the interest of my people? Hang me by the nearest lamppost, but I would never betray my people in the name of saving Gandhiji's life. You would better appeal to Gandhiji to postpone his fast for about a week and then seek a solution for the problem. Gandhiji has a way of making people bend to his will. We too must show our willpower. By going on fast, he's making villains out of us. Who's that?
Vaini? You shouldn't have come.
He's been returning his tiffin. Almost untouched. I know he was ill in England.
Sit down. You will kill yourself. I have enough troubles on my hands already.
Won't you eat?
It's almost 12. The fast will begin now.
Bapu?
Thank you. Here we are. My tussle with God commences.
It's meant to see you, Bapu, before you lie down for rest.
Ramo,
Thank God you've come.
lie down, lie down, lie down.
I'll bring you food.
No,
Rama, you lie down. I'll bring him food.
lie down. Are you taking medicines regularly?
Why do you fight Gandhi, Baba?
That's my lot. If I don't wish, I'll be left high and dry.
Panel. No harm in that. But I would like to meet Dr. Ambedkar first.
Here he comes.
Namaste.
Dr. Ambedkar. This way, please.
Gandhiji, you have been very unfair to us.
That's my lot. What do you suggest?
Compensation for giving up separate electorates.
I know. the reserved seats. Surely, but the number is negotiable. Let me tell you, Ambedkar, I am fully with you. You are an untouchable by birth. I consider myself untouchable by adoption. And I also know that you want to save my life.
Yes, Gandhiji. You know, I'm not adamant on separate electorates as a matter of